Network from Learfield.
Left wing launches a three-pointer, hits a three-pointer. Alabama's tied this game at 75. Top of the key with a three. Give it to her.
Crimson Tide women's basketball is brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Golden Flake, the official potato chip of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama One Credit Union, a proud supporter of Crimson Tide women's athletics. Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Ford. Visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide. And by the Alabama Department of Public Health, who reminds us, don't wait, vaccinate. Now let's go courtside. Here's Roger Hoover.
Only 5 games left to go in the regular season in SEC women's basketball. And tonight, the Alabama Crimson Tide begin a very busy week by hosting the Texas A&M Aggies at Coleman Coliseum. Welcome, everybody. This is Roger Hoover. Glad to welcome you to our pregame coverage of Crimson Tide women's basketball all across the Crimson Tide Sports Network. It's been a while since we talked about women's basketball here at Alabama. Last time the Crimson Tide played, it was Super Bowl Sunday. Alabama picked up an 80-60 win at Mississippi State. Sarah Ashley Barker had 19 points, 12 points from Zay Green and Aaliyah Nye in that game. And then no Thursday game. It was the second open date of the season for the Crimson Tide. And obviously today pushed back a day from Sunday when the Crimson Tide normally played. But tonight, Alabama and Texas A&M being showcased on SEC Network. It's the Crimson Tide, 20-5. This is the fastest Alabama has ever been to 20 wins in school history. Alabama 7-4 in conference action. Meanwhile, Texas A&M 10-13 this year. 3 wins compared to 8 losses in SEC play. So it's been an up and down year for Joni Taylor, a former Crimson Tide player, and her Aggies. But it is worth noting, of her 3 wins in SEC play, 2 of them have been upset wins over top 25 opponents, Ole Miss and Kentucky, at a time where Kentucky looks unbeatable in SEC play. So this will be a challenge tonight as Alabama hosts Texas A&M to again begin a very busy week of women's basketball action. Crimson Tide will have a quick turnaround hitting the road on Wednesday to travel to Knoxville to take on the Tennessee Lady Volunteers on Thursday night. Then the Crimson Tide will be at home coming up on Sunday for the rivalry matchup with Auburn. Up next, we'll hear thoughts from head coach of the Crimson Tide, Christy Curry, as we get ready for Alabama and Texas A&M. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm Coach Nate Oates, and this is the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. Talk about an outstanding lineup. Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty deliver impressive power and game-changing capability. That's why I'm a fan of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 47 consecutive years. For the latest offers on a Ford truck, go to buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
Sports bring us together. The sickness can keep us apart. Don't miss out on what matters most. Vaccines help keep you in the stands while we are on the court. Staying up to date on your vaccines, including for respiratory viruses, keeps you in the game, protecting yourself and those around you. Be here, be healthy. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM for more information.
Alabama One is a proud supporter of the University of Alabama Athletics. At Alabama One, we understand you have big life goals. Whether you're paying off student debt, buying a home, or retiring, your big life goals require healthy finances. As a full-service credit union, Alabama One offers our members the resources you need to reach your goals, including better rates than most banks and a full suite of products, including credit cards and loans for mortgages, cars, businesses, and land. Visit us in person or online, alabama1.org. Alabama One is an equal housing lender.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner of the Tide family for 67 years. The South's original potato chip, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they're crafted from traditional Southern recipes. From crispy, perfectly flavored potato chips to light and airy pork rinds and fluffy, cheesy cheese puffs, Golden Flake Snacks are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Getting ready for Alabama against Texas A&M. This is Roger Hoover. It's time for our pregame conversation with the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Christy Curry, presented by Ford. With impressive power and smart features, great things can happen when you drive a Ford F-150. Bring home a champion today. See your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Coach, Roll Tide, it's good to see you, and it's also nice for the Crimson Tide to be back at home at Coleman Coliseum. It was a good road trip, though. Wins against Florida and Mississippi State. Just what have you liked about your basketball team the last week?
Yeah, just a lot of toughness and grit on the road. I thought we packed our defense and we rebounded the ball much better at Mississippi State than we did at Florida. So it's that time of year where, individually being accountable for the little things. And I think the things that are within our control, and thought our team did a really good job with that last week.
What's allowed your teams to get off to a good start? The state game began with a 10-0 run. We've seen similar things happen throughout the course of SEC play.
We feel like it's really important to prepare. And I think our kids have done a really good job of executing the first 5 minutes. We've got to continue to come out in the third and do the same. But I have certainly loved our start to games, and we have to continue to, get off to good starts, because we all know that can impact, the next 35 minutes when you can do some positive things to get off to good starts.
So time on the road against Florida and Mississippi State, and then no game on Thursday for the Crimson Tide. How'd your group use the open day to your advantage?
Certainly tried to take advantage of getting some rest, some recovery, but also making sure that we haven't lost our momentum. I think that's a fine line. I felt like when we came back after Vanderbilt, the things that we did during the week, I should have done something different. But I also think it's the time of year where individually as a player and as a staff that we all have to be accountable. And again, it starts with looking in the mirror and how are you handling this off week? What are the things that you're doing to put your team in the best position for success? So we kept practices competitive. We've, done everything that we can possibly do to make a few adjustments from the Vanderbilt week. But I think it's also, again, it's the time of year where the sense of urgency and individual accountability in all areas impact team success. So I hope that our players have made some adjustments this week and we don't have the same response that we had to Vanderbilt.
Do you all talk about with the players what these games mean in terms of the SEC tournament? That seemed to be a motivating factor last year. Alabama's strong finish to the year, getting that number 4 seed. Are we still too far out, or is that something you do bring up with the team now?
No, each and every week we put the standings on the screen prior to each scout. And so teaching on Monday of understanding the urgency this week, educating them on, for instance, we had a chance to watch Tennessee play Auburn, 2 upcoming opponents. The interesting thing about this week is Texas A&M also has a bye week. And so the ability to educate your team, especially your new faces, the ability to understand that this time of year, that urgency in taking care of the controllables and A&M is all that matters, can impact standings because it is a very tight race. We still have an opportunity to be a top 4 seed, and we control our own destiny with that. So each and every week prior to each scout, we update the standings and put those on the screen. We also talk about our net ranking. And so it's a really fun time of year. And as a basketball junkie, we have so many in our program. I mean, our kids love the game, and, the education though, and the information is powerful. And that's our job to make sure as a staff that we're giving them information that can benefit them.
So now your team returns to action against Texas A&M. Just what have you learned about the Aggies so far this year?
Well, we are always proud and honored to welcome Joni back as an alum, and the job that she did at Georgia, now at Texas A&M. They do a really great job. I mean, they're one of the best defensive teams in the country with changing their defenses on both sides, from the zone to the man to the zone, and they're so well coached. So we understand that we're going to have to play our best basketball, and to have the opportunity to win, it goes back to, again, you've got to take care of the basketball against any Joni coach team. So turnovers are very important. And then I think that, rebound the basketball, not give them second chance opportunities. So make sure that we don't give them easy baskets from turnovers, and that we defend the glass and not give them easy putbacks. So really got to make them earn everything in the half court, get our defense set. It's going to be critical to our success.
Well, Coach, thank you for joining us. Best of luck coming up against Texas A&M on Monday night. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Thank you.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting lineups and have the tip-off of Alabama against Texas A&M. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for T-Town. The University of Alabama Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big roll tide, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tide pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
See the call as we make the call. Watch the Courtside Cam presented by NASCAR for each Alabama home basketball game. Streaming live on all CTSN social media platforms, you can get a front row seat to every big play and every reaction from the Alabama radio crew for men's and women's basketball. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X at UA_CTSN.
Wide open 9, left corner 3. Switch!
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Get $1,750 in bonus lease cash on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Offer valid through March 3rd, 2025. Offer entitled $1,750 bonus lease cash on the lease of a new and untitled 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 gas vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details.
Tonight, the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas A&M Aggies meeting in women's college basketball. Let's take a look at our starting lineups presented by Alabama Credit Union. Alabama Credit Union, trusted partner for financial success. Texas A&M 10-13 on the year, 3-8 in SEC play. Here's the starting five for Alabama alum Joni Taylor, the head coach of the Aggies. At forward is 6'3" redshirt junior from Spring, Texas, Jada Malone. Malone averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds per game. Then a guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio, Soleil Williams. Williams averaging 8 points, 2 rebounds per game. She leads the Aggies with 54 assists this year. At guard, a 6' sophomore from Oak Forest, Illinois, a transfer from LSU, Janae Kent. Kent averaging 6 points, 2 rebounds per contest. At guard, a 6' grad student from San Antonio, Texas, Sahara Jones. Jones leading the way after Aisha Coulibaly's injury. Coulibaly was the top scorer rebounder on this team, but since she has gone down with injury and is out for the rest of the year, it's Jones leading the way with 9.7 rebounds per contest. Then at forward, a 6'5" redshirt senior from Bismarck, North Dakota, Lauren Ware. Ware averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds per contest. As I mentioned, Alabama alum Joni Taylor, the head coach at Texas A&M, the 2021 SEC Coach of the Year. She is now in her 3rd season coaching in Bryan College Station. She was previously the head coach 7 years at Georgia, played at Alabama for Rick Moody, and by the way, Coach Moody is in attendance tonight, the legendary coach that led the Crimson Tide to the 1994 Final Four. Joni Taylor assisted by Chelsea Newton, Robert Mosley, Rodney Hill. Their athletic trainer is Stacy Kizil. Now look at the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama 20-5 in the year, 7-4 in the SEC. They've been 10-2 playing at home this year. It's worth noting, and Texas A&M 0-6 on the road this year. Starting a guard, a 6' grad student from Birmingham, Sarah Ashley Barker. Barker leading the way, averaging 16 points per game and 6 rebounds per contest. A guard, a 6'2" grad student from Duncanville, Texas, Zay Green. Green, who previously played at Texas A&M under legendary head coach Gary Blair, averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds per contest. At forward, a 6'4" sophomore from Valdosta, Georgia, Essence Cody. Cody averaging 11 points, 6 rebounds per game to lead Alabama in rebounding. She also has 45 blocks on the year. Then a guard, a 5'11" junior from Loretto, Tennessee, Carly Weathers. Weathers averaging 7 points, 4 rebounds per contest. And then at forward, a 6-foot grad student from Huntsville, Aaliyah Nye. Nye averaging 14 points, 2 rebounds per game. She is tops in the SEC in three-pointers made, attempted, and makes per game, leading the way with 84 made three-pointers on the season. Alabama led by Christy Curry, now in her 12th season at the capstone. Some time for her previously at Texas A&M as an assistant coach. She's assisted by Pauline Love. Kelly Curry, her husband, graduated at Texas A&M, and then Samuel Adams, director of operations Brian Stillard, athletic trainer Alicia Frisbee, strength and conditioning coach Kevin Markle, and then development and recruiting by Colston Thompson, video and creative services by Sydney Ann Cottrell. She had some time at Texas A&M as well as grad assistant Finlay Clark. So a lot of ties between Alabama and Texas A&M as they meet tonight here in Coleman Coliseum. The building currently crimson. Crimson lights are on with a spotlight on Alabama's bench in white, showing the Crimson Tide players being introduced onto the floor here in Tuscaloosa. Our officials for today, Tiffany Berg, Talisa Green, and Saif Esho, all wearing the gray shirts, white pinstripes, black shoulders, black pants, and black shoes for our officials tonight. Before we tip it off, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Welcome back to Coleman Coliseum on the campus of the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. This is Roger Hoover with you courtside. Austin Wolkin producing this game at our Learfield studios. And then just over here, Ethan Caravan. You can see him in the frame. He is producing our courtside cam presented by NASCAR as we have the courtside cam for each and every home men's and women's basketball game streaming live on our social media platforms at UA_CTSN. Crimson Tide, home white jerseys with crimson numerals on the front and back. Alabama across the front in crimson. Texas A&M in their road black uniforms with Aggies on the front and white numerals on the front and back for Texas A&M. Essence Cody in the center circle for the Crimson Tide. Sahara Jones standing in the circle for A&M. Really limited depth for A&M. The last few games they've been only playing with 8 players that have been healthy on this team. Koulibaly's injury certainly helped, and then Talia Parker has missed the last 2 games. We'll see whether or not she can play tonight, but very thin depth for Texas A&M as they battle through a tough season. Ready for the tip-off. The ball is tipped, and away we go. The opening tap controlled in the backcourt by Texas A&M. They'll start this game with the basketball playing on the right goal, Alabama on the left goal as we just get going in the first of 4 10-minute quarters in women's basketball. Aggies staying on the perimeter with Erica Moon. Moon, a bounce pass to the right baseline, fighting into the paint, pushing off, throwing up a shot is Kent, and she scores to make it 2-0 Texas A&M. Crimson Tide first possession, Zay Green, the former Aggie, over the timeline right. Quick handoff to Aaliyah Nye in between the rings. Then the bounce pass to Carly Weathers. Weathers at the top of the key, floats it in the paint. Cody, she's got it. Right side layup, good. Alabama with some points in the Crimson paint, tying the game at 2. 40 seconds into the contest, basketball back with Texas A&M. Around the perimeter again on the left side to Williams. Williams staying on that left wing for Texas A&M. Looks for help down low. Wanted to go to Ware. Waits. Still hesitates. Now pops a long jumper that's up. No good off the back iron. And the rebound snagged by Carly Weathers under the basket. Weathers getting the Crimson Tide in transition to Barker left baseline. Barker to Nye left wing. Nye with a right-handed dribble to the top of the key. Wanted to pass to Zay Green, but then it went loose on the floor. Nye retrieves it just inside the arc right side. Pass to Green, gets downhill left side, throws up a shot off the backboard, no good. Rebound Cody, puts it back up. That spirals out, no good. And the rebound by Ware in the paint. Basketball to Texas A&M. Tie game at 2, 8:35 remaining in this first quarter. Moon on the left wing to Kent. Janae Kent bounce pass to Ware inside the arc, top of the key, long jumper won't go. Rebound Karams right to Carly Weathers. Basketball with Alabama, Weathers over the timeline and a 2-2 game. Weathers on the left wing, a handoff to Barker. Barker to Cody at the top of the key. Back to Barker, left side lane. That was tipped by Ware right to Sahara Jones. Clean steal for Texas A&M. Aggies down the floor with Kent's top of the key. She looks low, instead hands off to Williams at the top of the key. Soleil Williams, few steps to the left side, now floats it to Ware inside the arc, top of the key. Back on the left wing to Jones. Jones lost control of the basketball. Good pressure by Aaliyah Knight. 10 on the shot clock for A&M. Jones on the left wing against Cody, started to dribble in, and a foul is going to be called against Alabama's Essence Cody. A little bit of contact on her, and no clean lane to the basket for Texas A&M. First team foul in this contest, and it goes against Alabama. 7:52 remaining in the first quarter. 2-2 game between Alabama and Texas A&M. With the early foul, Essence Cody heads to the bench, and Gianna Cunningham checks in, 6'5" grad student from Long Island, New York. Baseline out of bounds play from the left side for A&M. Quickly in on the left wing to Ware. Ware, a handoff there to Soleil Williams. Williams on the left wing, bounce pass to Ware, left elbow. On the right wing, Kent now in the right corner to Moon. Moon, a dribble to the left, 8 on the shot clock, bounce pass to Ware on the right baseline. Pressured back to Moon, now top of the key to Kent. On the left side, Williams loads up a high arching three that's well short. Rebound fought for under the basket, won by Jones, but the ball never hit the rim, so it is a shot clock violation on Texas A&M. Basketball back to the Crimson Tide. 2-2 score, 7:30 remaining in this first quarter from Tuscaloosa. Alabama over the timeline to Weathers at the top of the key. Weathers around the screen to the right, and a whistle blown and a foul called. It looks like an illegal screen set against Alabama by Gianna Cunningham. So Cunningham setting that illegal screen, picking up Alabama's second team foul and her first foul. Both teams in a 2+ minute scoring drought after scoring on their first possessions. A&M 1 for 4 from the floor. Alabama 1 for 3. Williams dribbling to the top of the key for Texas A&M. Guarded by Carly Weathers. Drifts to the left side. Passes to Ware, top of the key. Ware dribbling at the top of the key. Handoff on the right wing to Moon. 10 on the shot clock. Moon on the right wing, Williams. Williams steps inside the arc right side. Back to Ware. Right elbow jumper is contested. Off the iron, no good. And the rebound pulled in Gianna Cunningham, only to be ripped loose by Jones. She's got it. Right side layup good. 4-2 Texas A&M. Basketball going right back to the Crimson Tide with Zay Green calling out a play from the left wing. Top of the key, Barker, a handoff to Green. Green around the screen, right elbow, top of the key, Barker. Barker fights downhill on the left side. Barker throws up a shot that's good. Alabama ties the game at 4 and breaks the scoring drought of nearly 3 minutes with that basket by Sarah Ashley Barker. 4-4 score, 6:24 remaining in the first quarter. Jones around the perimeter to Kent on the left side. Now back to Ware, top of the key. Kent inside the arc. Bounce pass to Ware, top of the key. On the right wing, Moon. Moon, after looking right, goes right under the basket all alone as Jones. A turnaround layup is good for her to make it 6-4 Texas A&M. 6:05 remaining in this first quarter. Basketball, the Crimson Tide trailing 6-4. Zay Green over the timeline. Green, few steps to the right. Just right of center. Now Barker, top of the key, loads a three-pointer and connects with a three-pointer that puts Alabama in front, 7-6. Basketball with Texas A&M, trailing by a point, 5:44 remaining in the first quarter. Pounding the right-handed dribble, Soleil Williams, as she calls the play with the right hand, goes to the top of the key. Long three is short on the front iron. Rebound, Weathers at the free throw line. Here comes Alabama. Zay Green weaving through traffic for the Crimson Tide. Out to Nye on the left wing. Nye starts to attack the paint. Nye, the SEC logo, works it back to Barker in the right corner. Barker, right elbow in the paint, muscles her way to the basket, throws up a shot, no good, but draws the foul. Sarah Ashley Barker hits the deck with a hard contact from Texas A&M. Lauren Ware called for the foul for the Aggies, her first, and the first team foul against A&M. 5:19 remaining in the first quarter. Alabama 7, Texas A&M 6. Crimson Tide with Sarah Ashley Barker. At the free throw line, Christabel Azuma comes in for Gianna Cunningham. Barker, 73% free throw shooter, puts the first one up and in. 8-6 in favor of the Crimson Tide. One more for Barker. One dribble puts it up and in. 9-6 Crimson Tide with a 3-point lead. Alabama subs in Diana Collins, reserve guard, transfer from Ohio State, takes over for Zay Green. Full court pressure from the Crimson Tide after the made free throws. Soleil Williams with the ball in the backcourt, floats it to Moon. Moon now dribbles over the timeline for A&M. She feels the pressure by Collins, and Collins with the steal. Collins to Barker. Barker hustling right side, underhand layup, spins in. 11-6 Alabama. The steal by Collins, the score by Barker. 5 minutes to go in this first quarter, and Alabama's starting to take over on a 7-0 run. Basketball with A&M still in the backcourt. Williams just dribbles over the timeline. Weathers has it knocked loose. Weathers with a steal. Here comes Carly. Driving, lets the traffic go by. Right side layup good. 13-6 Alabama. 4:40 remaining in this first quarter. Make it a 9-0 Crimson Tide run, and defense is sparking the offense in a huge way for Alabama. Just over the timeline, Williams goes back and forth over that timeline, and that turnover will take us to a timeout over the floor. Crimson Tide 13, Texas A&M 6, 4:33 remaining in the first quarter. It's a good start for the Crimson Tide at home against Texas A&M. Back with the rest of the first quarter next. This is Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm Coach Nate Oates, and this is the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. To stay on top, you got to keep raising your game, just like the 2024 Ford F-150, the smartest, most connected F-150 ever. Ford offers impressive technology to help you get the job done in the smartest way possible. For the latest offers on a Ford F-150, go to buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsors of the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for T-Town. The University of Alabama Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big roll tide, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tide pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Alabama 13, Texas A&M 6 with 4:33 remaining in the first quarter in Tuscaloosa. Always tell you to make sure to catch Hey Coach and the Nate Oates Show, presented by Alpha Insurance, live from Baumhower's Victory Grill in Tuscaloosa, Monday nights from 6 to 7, all across the network. I'll still tell you to do that. Of course, the show will keep running all throughout baseball, softball season as well, but the show just ended a few moments ago at Baumhower's here in Tuscaloosa. However, there is a way to catch up. On demand, the Alabama Insider Podcast. You can download it very, very shortly. It'll be available to listen to on demand. Hear thoughts from the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Nate Oates. As Alabama basketball, we look back to the Auburn game on Saturday and look ahead to what's coming up at Mizzou on Wednesday. Plus, Alabama gymnastics was there tonight talking about the power of pink coming up at Coleman Coliseum as well. Right now, it's Crimson Tide with a 13-6 lead. Alabama in the midst of a 9-0 run. Very impressive stretch for the Crimson Tide. Again, a lot of defense leading to some quick offensive opportunities. Texas A&M has turned it over 3 times in the last minute and a half, and that has certainly helped Alabama make its last 4 shots from the floor, mostly in the paint so far in this ballgame. 6 of 13 points in the paint for the Tide. Basketball with Alabama as we're back from timeout on the floor. Nye top of the key with a 3 that's good. Aaliyah Nye, just like she was shooting well, of course, at Gainesville and Starkville in the last road trip for the Crimson Tide. Picks up where she left off, making it 16-6 Crimson Tide. 4:09 to go in this first quarter. More pressure. Barker pressuring the ball in the backcourt. A&M just getting it over, but a 10-second call by the strong defense of Alabama's backcourt defense. It's Alabama forcing Texas A&M to turn it over in the backcourt, and the backcourt violation will give it to Alabama. So now another turnover for Texas A&M. 5 in this ball game, 4 in the last 2+ minutes. Alabama with the basketball with Aaliyah Nye. To the top of the key, Diana Collins. Collins back to Nye on the right wing. Collins starts to drive, Nye driving to the basket, and a right side layup is good. Just drove that right baseline, hit a clear lane, and scored to make it 18-6. So the Crimson Tide keep pouring on this run, 14-0 for Alabama over the last 2+ minutes. A&M just over the timeline. Jones at the top of the key. Backs up a few steps down the right wing. Back to the top of the key for A&M on the right wing to Kent. Bounce pass to Ware, right block. Back to Kent, top of the key. Her 3-pointer off the mark and out of play. So now we'll give the basketball back to Alabama. Chance to continue what is a 14-0 run. You back it up even further. 16-2 run over the last 3+ minutes for Alabama. The Crimson Tide making their last 6 shots from the floor. 3:26 remaining in the first quarter. Alabama 18, Texas A&M 6. Here's Zay Green dribbling over the timeline for Alabama. Green on the left wing, or on the screen by Barker to Nye, just right of center. Now in the right corner to Diana Collins. Bounce pass to Barker in the paint, right side lane. Swings it back out, left corner, 3 by Green. Too strong, and the rebound by Collins on the right baseline to recycle the possession. Now Nye, top of the key. Thought about a 3 instead, a step to the left. Top of the key, Green now in the right corner. Here's Collins with a high arching 3. That's good. Diana Collins makes it a 17-0 run for Alabama, and it's the Crimson Tide 21, the Aggies 6 with 2:48 to go in the first quarter. What a stretch for Alabama. The last 17 points, all Crimson. Here comes the 3-pointer by Hunter. No good from the right wing. And the rebound by Collins, top of the key. Chance to extend the run for Alabama here. Collins just over the timeline. Collins dribbling at the top of the key to Green on the left wing. Green to Barker. Barker kicks it out, finds 9, left corner 3. Off the iron, no good, but 9 gets the rebound, top of the key. Green thought about a 3 instead. A few steps to the left, now to Collins, right wing 3. Too strong, and the rebound collected by Williams, left block. Basketball with Texas A&M after a few misses from beyond the arc for the Crimson Tide. Hunter on the left wing, bounce pass to Ware, top of the key. Ware on the left wing to Kent. Makes a fake, drives in, left side jumper is good, and that breaks the scoring drought of just over 4 minutes for Texas A&M. 21-8 the score. Alabama with the ball and the lead. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Zay Green just over the timeline to Nye, top of the key. To Collins on the left wing. Back to Nye, top of the key. Nye, one dribble in between the rings, then to Green. Collins at the right elbow. Collins backs up, finds Nye in the left corners. Tries to stay in play, does. Passes to the top of the key. That's tipped by Soleil Williams to the backcourt. Picked up by Green. 5 on the shot clock. Green finding Nye, left corner. Makes a fake. Left side lane, out to Green. Right side 3 at the buzzer is good. A 3-pointer just beat the buzzer by Zay Green. 24-8 Alabama. One ball movement, one an assist there by Aaliyah Nye. Finding Zay Green, who knocks down her first 3-pointer of the game. Basketball with the Aggies. Williams on the right wing to Hunter, nearly mishandled the pass. Now Hunter guarded by Green, switched off to by Azuma. Right side jumper is off the back iron, no good. Barker and everyone flying in for the rebound. It's tipped out of play, last touch by A&M, so the ball will go to the Crimson Tide. 1:02 remaining in this first quarter. Alabama 24, Texas A&M 8. Leah Nye, Cristobal Azuma go out. For the Crimson Tide, Carly Weathers and Essence Cody back in. Diana Collins, the only non-starter currently on the floor for the Crimson Tide. Here's Weathers to Barker, right elbow. Barker, after spinning around, attacks the paint, finds Cody, right block. Cody under the basket, traveled to the basketball, trying to go from the right block to the left one, and the turnover will give the ball to Texas A&M. Aggies with the basketball, trailing 24-8 with 48 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. Texas A&M with Williams top of the key, launching a 3, and that's off the iron, no good. Rebound will stay in play and be collected by Zay Green. Basketball the Crimson Tide. Green to the middle of the timeline, angles to the right wing, handoff there to Barker, then floats it to Cody. Cody inside the arc, top of the key, back to Green. Green in between the rings for the Crimson Tide, backs up a few steps. 8-second difference in between the game clock and shot clock. Shot clock down to 10. Green. Her pass tipped to Weathers left side. Bounce pass top of the key to Green. Back to Weathers left wing. Her 3 is up. Her 3 is in. Carly Weathers makes it 27-8 Alabama. Final 6 seconds left. A&M just over the timeline with Williams. Williams has her pass tipped right at mid-floor. Aggies cannot do anything with it. That's really the story of the first 10 minutes. Hot offense from the Crimson Tide, shooting 67%, forcing 5 turnovers for A&M. And it's the Crimson Tide with a great start in this ball game through 10 minutes of play. Our score, Alabama 27 and Texas A&M 8. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter next. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryant Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
Ever wondered what a 30-foot tall pistachio looks like? A giant redwood or Big Sur? Chevron with Techron will be there to help you see them and tons of other places you have to see to believe. Because with unbeatable mileage and a clean engine, cars feel great. So next time you want to fill up on a little adventure, an awkward family photo, or a new commute to work, make sure to fill up at Chevron's along the way. Your car and your memories will thank you. Chevron with Techron, fueled by possibility.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Getting ready to start the second quarter in Tuscaloosa. The Alabama Crimson Tide 27 and the Texas A&M Aggies 8. Crimson Tide fans, we remind you to stay up to date with all recommended vaccinations. Flu season is here, so don't wait. Vaccinate. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM today to learn more about how you can stay up to date on vaccinations. ADPH is proud to support the Crimson Tide. What a start for Alabama in this game, 27-8, leading Texas A&M. Back and forth, and both teams got into an offensive funk a little bit early after making their first baskets of the ball game, and then the Crimson Tide really heated up after that. Alabama shot 67% from the floor in the first quarter, 10 of 15, 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. Single makes by Sarah Ashley Barker, Zay Green, Carly Weathers, Aaliyah Nye, and Diana Collins. So everybody kind of joining in on the fun there. And then the Crimson Tide being aggressive with 2 steals so far in this game, forcing 5 turnovers by Texas A&M. Just has been great defensive pressure, and the Crimson Tide backing it up as well offensively, knocking down shots, not just in the paint. We've seen for Alabama 8 points in the paint, but beyond the arc, doing a lot of damage as well. Basketball with Alabama as we begin quarter number 2 in Tuscaloosa. Zay Green finding Nye on the left wing. Left elbow Barker. Barker, hander to face by Jones. Starts to attack in the paint. Spins around. Throws up a shot. In and out, no good. And the rebound fought for and won by Malone of Texas A&M. Jada Malone with the board for the Aggies, giving them the ball, trailing 27-8. 9.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Texas A&M. Erica Moon. A few dribbles to the right wing. Moon now in between the rings to Jones. 10 on the shot clock for A&M. Attacking the paint, Kent driving, right side layup, good. She scores, and now A&M in double figures with 27-10 being the score. Alabama in front by 17, working with the ball. Green to Barker at the top of the key. Barker, after looking at the post, passes on the right wing to Weathers. Weathers looking down low as well, and a whistle blown. Let's see what the call will be. Foul going against A&M. That'll go on Erica Moon, her first. And the team's first with 9:02 remaining in quarter number 2. Basketball for Texas, for the Crimson Tide with Carly Weathers. Finding a wide open Nye, left side 3. Short on the iron, then kicks home. 30-10 Crimson Tide. Aaliyah Nye, you cannot leave the SEC's best 3-point shooter that open. A&M did, and they found out. Now it's a 20-point Crimson Tide lead. 8:45 remaining in this second quarter. Moon on the right wing to Kent, guarded by Barker with hands-up defense. Throws up a shot, no good. Rebound in the right corner by Jones. Jones back to the top of the key. Malone, long jumper, swirls off the iron, no good. Jones with the rebound under the basket. Right side layup, put back in. 30-12 the score. Basketball back to Alabama. Weathers to Green. Green over the timeline left. Green on the left wing. Now Green to the top of the key, and she knocks down her defender. An illegal offensive motion put in by Zay Green. She'll be called for the foul. Her first team foul as well on Alabama in quarter number 2. 8:19 remaining in the second quarter. Alabama 30, Texas A&M 12. Aggies with the basketball just over the timeline. Erica Moon. Moon, guarded by Green, dribbles at the top of the key, gets downhill right side. Her shot blocked from behind by Zay Green. Impressive movement by Zay Green. Catching up to Moon, blocking it out of play. Last touch by Moon. She went out of play over the baseline with the ball. Now the basketball with the Crimson Tide up 18, 30-12, 2 minutes into the second quarter. Barker at the top of the key. Barker looking low, passing on the right wing to Weathers. Then a pass to Nye, and a foul is called as Nye caught the ball. Too much contact from Erica Moon. Second foul on her. Second team foul on the Aggies. Got to be careful, Texas A&M, with fouls. Down to about 8 healthy players for this game. Inbounds pass floated into Green on the right wing from Weathers. Now Green to Barker, top of the key, 3. Switch. Sarah Ashley Barker knocks down the tray to make it 33-12 Alabama. 7:45 remaining in this second quarter. Erica Moon weaving over the timeline, picked up on defense by Zay Green. Handoff on the right wing to Hunter. Hunter driving from the right side. Her shot blocked away by Green. Loose on the floor, picked up on the right wing by Malone. A&M ball, 10 on the shot clock. And a whistle blown. Offensive foul called against A&M. That'll go against Malone, knocking down Essence Cody as those two were fighting for position in the paint. And Malone called for the foul. That's her first. Now 3 team fouls in these first 3 minutes of the second quarter. Alabama 33, Texas A&M 12. Texas A&M back to the bench as Soleil Williams will check back in. One of their top scoring options, averaging 8 points per game. Zay Green over the timeline. Alabama up 33-12. Nye at the top of the key. Around the screen by Barker to the left. Switches back to Barker in between the rings. Barker. Few steps to the right. Floats at right elbow. Cody back to the basket. Spins around. Cody waits. Looks. Now attacks the paint. Driving. Left side layup. Kicks in for Essence Cody. She lulled the Aggies to sleep. Then turned it on and scored. 35-12 Alabama. Basketball back with A&M. New largest lead of 23 points for Alabama in this game. Williams top of the key. Bounce pass in the paint. Kicks loose by Nye. Here comes Alabama. Weathers to Green down floor. Green left block. Spins around. Finds Barker. Barker no look. Lefty layup is up and in. 37-12 Crimson Tide. 3 shots in a row collected by Alabama. 7-0 run for the Crimson Tide. Now Williams. Out to Kent on the left wing. Hands in her face by Aaliyah Nye. Bounce pass to the left elbow, Jones. Turnaround jumper. Off the iron, no good. Rebound in the paint, collected by Alabama. Left baseline, Zay Green. Here come the Crimson Tide, trying to build on a 7-0 run. Already up 37-12. Nye, top of the key. Nye, dribble to the right, behind the back dribble. Gets downhill left side and is fouled by Kent just before she made a shot. Basket will not count. Janae Kent's called for her first foul. 4th team foul on Texas A&M. Lauren Ware will check back in for the Aggies, replacing Jada Malone. Also, Sarah Ashley Barker heads out for the Crimson Tide. Dana Collins back in. Alabama outscoring Texas A&M 10-4 so far in this second quarter. Baseline out of bounds play from the left side. Carly Weathers slaps the basketball, looks, waits, puts it in top of the key before it's tipped by Moon. Moon saves it in play to Williams, so a clean steal for A&M. Jones was heading down floor anyway, and a left side layup good. 37-14. Breaks a 2.5-minute scoring drought for Texas A&M. 5:45 remaining in this second quarter. It's Alabama 37, Texas A&M 14. Green to Collins on the left wing. Collins in between the rings to Weathers. Weathers top of the key, handoff Green. Green starts to drive down the right side. Throws it up, no good. Rebound by Cody, or putback, no good, but she draws the foul. Essence Cody should have the line for the Crimson Tide. Lauren Ware called for her second foul. 5th team foul. Alabama will be in the bonus the remainder of this second quarter. So Essence Cody will go to the free throw line. Alabama 2 of 2 at the line already today. That was earlier by Sarah Ashley Barker. Cody, 73% free throw shooter. First one on the way, and good. 38-14 Crimson Tide. Cody puts it up and goes 2 for 2 at the line. 39-14 Alabama. Crimson Tide will sub in Gianna Cunningham to replace Essence Cody. Full court pressure for the Tide, despite the 25-point lead here midway in the second quarter. Williams floats it over the timeline to Moon, who angles to the right wing. Erica Moon picks up on defense by Zay Green. Around a screen by Ware to the top of the key. Back on the right side, spinning around, catching the pass. Kent drives inside, throws up a jumper. No good. Rebound, Carly Weathers left block. Here comes Alabama. Weathers over the timeline right. Weathers at the top of the key. Around a screen by Cunningham. Switches back to the right wing to Collins. Collins, a step inside the arc. Backs up now to Weathers, top of the key. Carly Weathers. Into the paint, top of the key, 9. Left elbow extended. Her jumper's perfect. 41-14, Alabama. Crimson Tide with a lopsided advantage with 4:40 remaining in this second quarter. Now Alabama outscoring A&M 14-6 in the second quarter. Texas A&M with Moon on the left wing. Next dead ball will be immediate timeout as Moon backs up in between the rings. 9 on the shot clock. Now Moon in the right corner to Kent's. Kent's around the screen by Ware. Right side jumper on the way. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Carly Weathers. How many times have we said that tonight? How about 5 times? Another board for Carly. Basketball with Weathers, top of the key. Weathers to the right corner. Green loads up a 3. Too strong, and the rebound left blocked by Williams. Basketball with Texas A&M. 4 minutes to go in this second quarter. Williams to Jones in between the rings. To Moon in the left corner. To Jones, Ware, back to Kent actually on the left wing. Kent with some spacing goes to Ware, left side of the lane. Now to Williams, now in the right corner. Moon loads up a 3, and that's no good. And the rebound taken away by Zay Green. Basketball, the Crimson Tide. Green through traffic. Green to Weathers, left wing 3. Off the back iron, no good. Jones with a rebound in the paint. Basketball to Texas A&M. 2 tired teams with how long the sequence has been here in the second quarter. A pass over the floor, stolen away by Carly Weathers. She finds Collins. Collins drives, left side layup too strong, and the rebound in the paint taken by Jones. Up and down this game continues to go. Nye fights in trying to get the steal, and she'll be called for a reach-in foul that will send us to a timeout on the floor. 3:19 remaining in this second quarter. It's all Crimson Tide at the moment, leading Texas A&M 41-14. We'll be back with the rest of the first half next. This is Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through March 3rd, 2025. 0 down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 finance. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 67 years. The South's original potato chip, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they're crafted from traditional Southern recipes. From crispy, perfectly flavored potato chips to light and airy pork rinds and fluffy, cheesy cheese puffs, Golden Flake Snacks are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
3:19 remaining in the second quarter. It's Alabama 41 and Texas A&M 14. Quick reminder to make sure you watch Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR, each and every Thursday afternoon, 2 p.m. on all CTSN social media platforms. Join us for the absolute latest on Alabama athletics. Fun interviews this week with Alabama softballs, Callie Heblin, gymnastics, Rachel Wright-Bickey as well. We look forward to hearing from them. And if you love basketball, we had a great show last week in Catch On Demand with some standalone interviews with Chris Youngblood of the men's basketball team and Alabama women's basketball's Leah Nye. Just catch it on demand on, of course, the CTSN YouTube page at UA_CTSN. Lots to talk about in this one. Alabama 41, Texas A&M 14. The Crimson Tide outscoring the Aggies 14-6 so far in this ball game. It's just been an impressive showing by Christy Curry's Crimson Tide all throughout. Offensively, defensively, the Crimson Tide still shooting at 60% for the game. 15 of 25 from 3, 7 of 11, and then 4 of 4 at the free throw line. Top scorers so far, Sarah Ashley Barker with 14 points, 10 points by Aaliyah Nye, 6 points Essence Cody. Carly Weathers, 5 points, 5 rebounds so far in this game. Maybe on her way to a double-double in this contest. Certainly a good pace to begin tonight's contest in Tuscaloosa. Basketball with A&M coming out of timeout with only 3:09 left to go until halftime. Texas A&M with Abdul Rahim at the top of the key. She starts to drive in. Left side lane, her jumper is up and good. Amira Abdul Rahim scoring. First time we've seen her tonight for A&M. She makes it 41-16. Basketball with Crimson Tide. Zay Green, right front court. Pressured by Hunter. Bounce pass intended for Barker, top of the key. Tap back to Green. Green to the top of the key. Left elbow, left side lane. Now in the paint, finds Barker right wing. Sarah Ashley starts to attack. 9 on the shot clock. Hands off to Cunningham. Right block spins around, throws it up off the window. No good. A fight for the basketball picked up by A&M. Nearly a jump ball between Cunningham and Ware before Ware finally gained control and gives the basketball to Williams, who dribbles over the timeline. Williams, Abdur Rahim at the top of the key. Now back to Soleil Williams. Couple dribbles to the left wing. Bounce pass to Ware, left side lane. Tiptoes in the paint. Fighting against Cunningham. Goes up and draws the contact she wanted. The foul will be called against Gianna Cunningham. Her second and the third team foul on Alabama. 2:11 remaining in this second quarter. Carly Weathers back in along with Essence Cody as Cunningham and Diana Collins check out for Alabama. Alabama 41, Texas A&M 16. Soleil Williams will inbound the basketball from the left baseline. Looks, waits, flings it into Ware, top of the key. Ware then to Hunter. Hunter just right of center, now starts to drive right side lane. Mid-range jumper is up short, rebound tapped around. Still tapped and controlled by Carly Weathers. Basketball with the Crimson Tide. Barker attacks from the right side. Works it back top of the key. Now it's Weathers, top of the key. A three-pointer is up, in and out, no good. Rebound by Jones on the right block. Basketball to Texas A&M, trailing 41-16, a minute 45 remaining before half. Kent in between the rings. Around the screen. Left elbow driving, lost control of the ball. Picked up by Zay Green. Tried to save it in play. No one was looking for it for Alabama. It was picked up by A&M once she flung the ball in. Shot no good by the Aggies. Williams taken away by Carly Weathers. Basketball with Alabama. Top of the key, Zay Green. Green on the screen by Nye. Passing to Nye, top of the key now. Nye, a step to the right. Three-pointer up. Bada. Aaliyah Nye makes it 44-16, Alabama. Aaliyah Nye now with 13 points in this contest, knocking down 3 three-pointers in this game. Final minute of play in Tuscaloosa, 44-16, Alabama. Aggies with the ball, just one of their last 7 from the floor. A&M with Williams, back top of the key to Hunter. Hunter backing up a few steps. Quick handoff to Williams. Williams against Barker. Williams starts to drive left baseline. Bounce pass along the baseline to the right corner. Goes out of play. Intended for A&M's Kendall Hunter, but a turnover will give the ball back to Alabama. Carly Weathers rebounding watch. Now up to 7 to go along with her 5 points. Basketball with Alabama. 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Zay Green. On the right wing, pressured by Hunter. In between the rings to Nye. Nye on the screen by Barker to the left. Nye gets downhill left side. To the right side, Essence Cody's right there. Right side layup good. 46-16, Alabama by 30. New largest lead of the game. Shot clock turned off with 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Top of the key, Williams. Williams looking at Abdur Rahim. Now Williams dribbling top of the key. And a whistle blown, a foul called away from the ball. And that will go against Alabama's Carly Weathers. First foul on her after some contact on Abdur Rahim. 7.1 seconds remaining. Aggies will inbound the ball with Soleil Williams on the left baseline. Quickly into Hunter. Left baseline jumper, no good. Rebound fought for and tipped out of play. Last touch by Alabama. It'll still be Aggie ball. Now only 3.4 seconds to work with for Texas A&M. They have missed their last 4 shots, have not scored in the last 3 minutes of play. Aggies will inbound the basketball. Williams into Kent, 2 seconds left on the right wing, a handoff to Williams. Williams can't get a shot across. Defense really the story for Alabama, along with great offense. Just everything clicked in that first 20 minutes for Christy Curry and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Our score as we go to halftime in Tuscaloosa. It's Alabama 46 and Texas A&M 16. We'll be back with the Toyota Halftime Report next. This is Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Sports bring us together. The sickness can keep us apart. Don't miss out on what matters most. Vaccines help keep you in the stands while we are on the court. Staying up to date on your vaccines, including for respiratory viruses, keeps you in the game, protecting yourself and those around you. Be here, be healthy. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM for more information.
Hey there, Bob Baumhauer again. Baumhauer's Victory Grill is extremely proud to have recently received numerous awards, including being voted best wings in the state of Alabama. Other awards received include Best All-Around Restaurant, Best American Restaurant, #1 Sports Bar, Best Chef, Best Wings, and Best Dining Experience. Thank you for 43 legendary years, and we look forward to providing you an award-winning dining experience at every visit. Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Legendary fun, legendary food.
Producing championship quality lumber is not an easy process, but at Everwood Preserving, it's our only process. Wood treated right. Everwood offers top-notch pressure-treated wood for decks, outdoor structures, commercial jobs, and more that you can build your reputation on. When it comes to quality, we're on the winning team. Visit your local Everwood dealer today and discover the difference for yourself. Everwood Preserving Incorporated, the official lumber of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
At Red Diamond, we know that there's simply nothing better than the perfect sip of fresh brewed iced tea. And we've been working hard to make sure choosing Red Diamond is always easy, with only simple ingredients: water, tea leaves, and pure cane sugar, or no sugar. We make sure our tea tastes like, well, tea. Stop by your local cooler and pick up a gallon for a perfect sip today. Red Diamond. Perfect's not easy.
So at a halftime report from Coleman Coliseum with the Alabama Crimson Tide leading Texas A&M 46-16. Crimson Tide again with that large advantage, outscoring A&M 27-8 in the first 10 minutes of play, and then in the second quarter, Alabama 19 and Texas A&M 8. Good shooting all throughout this game for Alabama, 58% from the floor, 17 of 29 in this contest, 8 of 13 from three-point land, and a perfect 4 of 4 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, Texas A&M, 8 of 29 shooting, 27%, 0 for 7 from 3, and the Aggies have not gone to the free throw line just yet. Very good disciplined first half by Alabama, not fouling Texas A&M. Rebounding battle won by Alabama 19-14. Crimson Tide with 10 assists compared to only 6 turnovers, 2 blocks, as well as 4 steals in the first half. Meanwhile, for the Aggies, 2 assists, 9 turnovers, 3 steals, and 1 block in the first half. 2 in double figures for the Crimson Tide. Sarah Ashley Barker with 14 leads Alabama in scoring, followed by the 13 points of Aaliyah Nye. Other scores include 8 points, 2 rebounds by Essence Cody, 5 points, 7 rebounds. Top rebounder in the first half was Carly Weathers, 3 points and 3 rebounds by Say Green, who's off to a slow start and 1 of 5 for the floor, but we have seen her do that before and then end up with 20-plus points several times already this season. Also 3 points off the bench by Diana Collins. Leading the way for Texas A&M, really 2 players, Sahara Jones with 8 points, 6 points by Janae Kent, and then Amira Abdur-Rahim with 2 points. So only 3 players have scored for Texas A&M. A team that's been dealing with injuries only has 8 healthy players available for tonight's game. Our score at the break, it's Alabama 46 and Texas A&M 16. We will return to Tuscaloosa with more in just a moment as you listen to the Toyota Halftime Report. This is Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Domino's delivers game day across Tuscaloosa and the surrounding area. Locally owned in Tuscaloosa for 30-plus years, the team at Domino's is proud to be a supporter of Alabama basketball and athletics across the capstone. Domino's would like to thank our customers for supporting our local business for over 30 years. Make Domino's your choice on game days year-round. Domino's is proud to deliver your Alabama Crimson Tide game days anytime. Just visit RollDomino's.com. Thanks for your business and Roll Tide.
Crimson Tide fans, this season don't lose out on your home comfort. Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics and has been delivering the highest standards in home comfort across Birmingham for over 60 years. If you're looking for a great team and elite service from a quality company that cares, you can't miss with Brown in Birmingham. Score big this year with Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Visit brownheatingandcooling.com/specials to save on your next service. Roll Tide!
Did you know that your largest organ is your skin? The Wound Care Center at DCH is an outpatient clinic focused on modern treatments for chronic wounds and non-healing sores. Our team is staffed with dedicated physicians, nurses, and therapists who specialize in treating chronic wounds and identifying their complex causes, circumstances, and challenges. When you need more than a Band-Aid, there's the DCH Wound Care Center. Learn more about our services at dchsystem.com/wound care.
You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live Courtside Cam, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus Hey Coach. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes and coaches that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Alabama Crimson Tide.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Alabama. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Halftime in Tuscaloosa, Alabama 46 and Texas A&M 16. Our score at the break. It's time for an Alabama Power scoreboard update. Alabama Power, a proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama. This is the only game on this Monday night all across women's college basketball. Let's take a look at the scores from yesterday in a top 5 showdown in Austin, Texas. It was Texas defeating LSU 65-58. Also a top 10 game in Columbia, South Carolina. UConn topped South Carolina 87-58, but not a conference loss for South Carolina as they remain 12-1, just like Texas. Also is Kentucky winning 84-55 at home against Georgia. Alabama's next opponent, Tennessee, had a battle with Ole Miss, but the Lady Volunteers ended up winning 80-71 in Knoxville. Final from Mizzou, it was 16th ranked Oklahoma winning 82-66 over Missouri. The Florida Gators defeated Mississippi State on a buzzer beater 69-66 in Gainesville, and then it took overtime at Neville Arena, but Vanderbilt picks up the win 14-4 over Auburn as it turned out to be another record-breaking performance by Michaela Blakes for the Vanderbilt Commodores as she scored a remarkable total in that ball game, 55 points, a new scoring record in SEC women's college basketball. Alabama with a 46-16 advantage over Texas A&M here in Tuscaloosa. When we come back, we'll take a look at what else is going on for the Crimson Tide and plus what you can expect coming up in the second half as well. Again, the score, Alabama 46, Texas A&M 16. This is Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get $1,750 in bonus lease cash on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Offer valid through March 3rd, 2025. Offer entitled $1,750 bonus lease cash on the lease of a new and untitled 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 gas vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for T-Town. The University of Alabama Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big roll tide, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tide pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Sports bring us together. The sickness can keep us apart. Don't miss out on what matters most. Vaccines help keep you in the stands while we are on the court. Staying up to date on your vaccines, including for respiratory viruses, keeps you in the game, protecting yourself and those around you. Be here, be healthy. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM for more information.
Halftime in Tuscaloosa, Alabama 46 and Texas A&M 16. What to expect in the second half is presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and irresistibly tasty. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Well, hopefully everything that happened in the first half will just simply continue coming up in the second half for Alabama. Crimson Tide in front by 30 at the break. Great three-point shooting, Alabama as a team, knocking down 8 three-pointers, out-rebounding Texas A&M, forcing a lot of Aggie turnovers. Just, again, everything has really gone to plan for Christy Curry and the Crimson Tide. So if you're Alabama, stay in rhythm. Don't let the large lead take you out of rhythm for any reason. You know, coming up on Thursday will be a highly anticipated matchup with the Tennessee Lady Volunteers, who are just behind Alabama in the standings. Tennessee's been ranked ahead of Alabama due to an undefeated non-conference schedule, including a win just over a week ago against UConn in Knoxville. But Alabama's SEC resume is better than Tennessee's, so the Crimson Tide certainly have a lot to prove coming up on Thursday in Knoxville. So definitely need to stay in rhythm, make sure everything is good to go for that showdown coming up on Thursday evening at the Food City Center. That, of course, we'll have for you live, starting with our coverage at 5:15 Central on Thursday evening. Team's about to return to the floor, so that does it for the Toyota Halftime Report. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore SCToyota.com today and take advantage on our full line of vehicles. Amazing deals on those full line of vehicles. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. Next up is the third quarter of action in Tuscaloosa. Our score, Alabama 46 and Texas A&M 16. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfields.
Alabama One is a proud supporter of the University of Alabama Athletics. At Alabama One, we understand you have big life goals. Whether you're paying off student debt, buying a home, or retiring, your big life goals require healthy finances. As a full-service credit union, Alabama One offers our members the resources you need to reach your goals, including better rates than most banks and a full suite of products, including credit cards and loans for mortgages, cars, businesses, and land. Visit us in person or online, alabama1.org. Alabama One is an equal housing lender.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 67 years. The South's original potato chip, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they're crafted from traditional Southern recipes. From crispy, perfectly flavored potato chips to light and airy pork rinds and fluffy, cheesy cheese puffs, Golden Flake Snacks are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
I'm Coach Nate Oates, and this is the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. Talk about an outstanding lineup. Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty deliver impressive power and game-changing capability. That's why I'm a fan of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 47 consecutive years. For the latest offers on a Ford truck, go to buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales. When it comes to land care, you need equipment that's a slam dunk every time. At Tri Green Equipment, we provide the tried and true support you need for your John Deere gear. Just like the Alabama Crimson Tide, we're always ready to assist you in making those game-winning plays. Visit us today and experience the unbeatable support that keeps you in the game. Tri Green Equipment, proud sponsor of Crimson Tide basketball.
Crimson Tide 46 and Texas A&M 16 as we get ready to start the third quarter in Tuscaloosa. Crimson Tide certainly impressive in that first half. Again, shooting 60% from the floor, 62% from three-point land, 8 of 13. 4 of 4, Alabama at the free throw line. Top scorer, Sarah Ashley Barker with 14 points. Aaliyah Nye with 13 points. Just again, everything's gone to plan. Seen a lot of good rebounding by Alabama in this ball game, notably from Carly Weathers, leading the way with 7 rebounds in this contest, all on the defensive glass so far in this game. So again, so far so good for Alabama. Now just got to finish, pick up this win, then start thinking about the trip to Knoxville. Still 20 minutes on the clock until we do so, and right now 10 minutes on the clock for this third quarter. Alabama in the home white jerseys with crimson numerals. Texas A&M in the road black jerseys with maroon trim, white numerals in the front and back for the Aggies. Our officials, Tiffany Bird, Talisa Green, and Sahith Esho. Texas A&M will work with the basketball to begin the second half as Alabama is on the floor with all of the starters. Sarah Ashley Barker, Zay Green, Essence Cody, Carly Weathers, and Aaliyah Nye. Meanwhile, for Texas A&M, it's Moon along with Jones, Ware, Williams, and Kent. Williams on the right wing, trying to get the Aggies going, finds Moon left wing. Moon to the top of the key, Ware back on the left wing. Jones loads up a three. That's short, and the rebound in the paint, left side lane, really by Zay Green. Green over the timeline. First possession for the Crimson Tide, leading by 30 to begin the third quarter. Green at the top of the key. Zay Green scans the floor, dribbles on the right wing. Now whistle blown, foul called away from the basketball on Texas A&M. It'll be on Janae Kent's picking up her second foul. First team foul on A&M here in the third quarter. Barker, bounce pass from the right baseline to the left block. It's Cody who floats it up, leaves it short, and the rebound taken away by Ware. Basketball with A&M trailing by 30 early in this third quarter. Moon to the top of the key, Ware dribbling on the right wing. Passes to Kent on the right wing. Kent now attacks the paint left side. Her shot blocked away, swatted away by the strong right hand of Essence Cody. It'll still be Texas A&M basketball. 15 on the shot clock, 9-11 remaining in the third quarter. Moon, left baseline, to trigger the inbounds pass, looks, waits, floats it into Ware, but an offensive foul called on A&M. Losing her feet was Aaliyah Nye, knocked down by A&M as her teammates bend over to slowly pick her back up, and Aaliyah Nye in a little bit of pain as she stands up. Teammates kind of checking her teeth and upper lip as well before she looks to be all right, jogging down the floor with a smile. Foul going against Texas A&M, and the Crimson Tide will have the basketball with Zay Green. Green over the middle of the timeline. Green to Barker, right block, right side layup, good. SA was very wide open there for the Crimson Tide, and she makes it 48-16 Alabama. By the way, that last foul was on Lauren Ware. That's her third foul. Basketball with Texas A&M with Williams at the top of the key, around a screen by Malone. On the right side, her mid-range jumper, short of the iron, and the rebound by Essence Cody in the paint. In transition to Green. Green lets her offense catch up. Top of the key, Weathers with a three. Short on the iron, and the rebound tipped back to Weathers. Weathers driving, lost her footing, and a foul called on A&M. Jones can't believe it. She argues her case to Sahith Esho, but it's first foul on Tahara Jones in this ball game. 3 team fouls on the Aggies, not even a minute and a half deep into this third quarter. Crimson Tide will inbound the basketball with Sarah Ashley Barker. Right into Green at the top of the key. Green around the screen by Cody to the left. Left elbow jumper is good. Only 3 points in the first half for Zay Green, but she now makes it 50-16 Alabama. First 4 points of the third quarter belong to the Crimson Tide. 8:17 remaining in quarter number 3. Dribbling at the free throw line, left side lane. Moon back to the top of the key, just right of center to Kent. Bounce pass to Malone. Goes from the right side to the left side layup good to make it 50-18. Aggies on the board in the third quarter. Dribbling over the timeline, Green, a quick handoff to Aaliyah Nye. Nye, bounce pass to Weathers, now top of the key. It goes to Cody, to Nye. Nye in the right block, puts it up and puts it home. 52-18. Saw more of that at Mississippi State. All of her 27 points she scored against Florida were off those record-breaking 9 3-pointers, but started to score a little more in the paint against Mississippi State next game. That's continuing to today's contest. Malone top of the key. Spins around, now drives in the paint. Spins around, throws it up on the left side, puts it in. 52-20. Crimson Tide by 32, working with the basketball. 7:20 remaining in the third quarter. Cody top of the key. Essence Cody, hand off to Weathers. Weathers bounce past Green. She's got it from the right block to the left block. A no-look layup is good to make it 54-20. Zay Green, 2 baskets in a row for the Crimson Tide. Now it's Williams in between the rings. 7 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Soleil Williams down the left side lane against Parker. Backs up. Now switched on defense by Weathers. On the left wing, Williams around the screen. Williams left baseline against Cody. Bounce pass in the right quarter to Kent. Keeps the ball in play. Kent's fighting against Nye. 5 in the shot clock. Kent's right wing starts to drive back in. Right side layup. Banks in. 54-22. Aggies starting to find some offense, making 3 shots now in this third quarter. Green already attacking for the Tide left side lane. Bounce pass to the left wing, Parker. Barker started driving herself. Right side lane to the right blocks. Barker against Jones. Barker puts it up. Kicks out no good. And a foul called fighting for the rebound on Texas A&M. That'll be 4 team fouls. Or 3rd team fouls, beg your pardon, on the Aggies. Oh, no, it will be 4 team fouls on A&M. Eris Lester will come in for Alabama, freshman from Jacksonville, Florida. 6:21 remaining in this third quarter. Alabama 54, Texas A&M 22. Last foul on Kent, her 3rd. Inbounds pass to Barker goes through her hands. Picked up, though, by Eris Lester on the right side. Now Alabama will reset back to Barker in between the rings. Alabama 54, Texas A&M 22. Green wanted to go to Barker, but another foul on A&M. Another one away from the ball as well. This one on Erica Moon, picking up her 3rd foul. Aggies with thin depth, only 8 players available for tonight's game. Now have 3 players with 3 fouls. Moon, Kent, and Ware. Officials are sorting it up at the scorer's table, and 2 shots coming up for the Crimson Tide, but last foul again on Moon. So with that, that's the 5th team foul. It was incorrect on the scoreboard for a moment. It's Alabama in the bonus, not even 4 minutes deep into this third quarter. Still 6:11 remaining in the third. It's Alabama 54, Texas A&M 22. 2 shots coming up for Sarah Ashley Barker. First one's good. 55-22. Alabama 5-5 at the line. A&M still has not visited the free throw line tonight. One dribble, Barker puts it up and in. 56-22, Alabama. Basketball going to Texas A&M. Moon, pressured in the backcourt by Zay Green. Green backs up a bit as Moon dribbles over the timeline, then hands off to Hunter on the right wing. Hunter against Weathers, around the screen to the left, screen set by Malone. Now Hunter backs up again, around another screen, this time to the right, bounce pass to Malone. Malone in the paint, right side layup up, no good, but draws the foul. Free throws coming up for Jada Malone to the free throw line. Barker called for the foul, first foul on her. First team foul on the Crimson Tide here in the third quarter, and Texas A&M will go to the line for the first time today. Malone, a 68% free throw shooter. Carly Weathers heads out for the Crimson Tide. Dana Collins back in. First of 2 coming up, Jada Malone puts it up and in. 56-23, Crimson Tide leading with 5:51 remaining here in the third quarter. One more for Malone. Puts it on frame, and it kicks out no good. Rebound tapped at a play by Alabama's Zay Green. Over the left sideline is hit at a play by Green. Aggies will inbound the basketball with Soleil Williams. From the left sideline into Hunter on the left wing. Hunter puts up a three-pointer. That's well short for the left side. Rebound by Malone. First put back no good. Then the second one got the rebound, then put it back in for the Aggies. 56-25, Texas A&M. Now it's Barker with the basketball for the Crimson Tide. Alabama the large lead against the Aggies. Collins puts it up left side. No good on the shot, but draws the foul. And free throws coming up for Diana Collins. Soleil Williams called for the foul. Her first. Alabama already in the bonus here in the third quarter. Now Diana Collins ready to go to the free throw line for the Crimson Tide. Collins, a 67% free throw shooter. First missed free throw of the game for Alabama after starting 6 for 6, including Barker going 4 for 4. One more for Collins. Puts it up and in. 57-25 Crimson Tide. 5:24 remaining in the third quarter. Aggies with the basketball. This has been their best offensive quarter so far. Had 8 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the second quarter, already 9 in the third quarter. Pass intended for Malone in the post, blocked away by Cody, tapped right to Barker. Barker over the timeline to the left side for the Crimson Tide. Here is Barker at the top of the key. Barker to Lester. Lester backs up from the left wing. Backs up a few more steps left front court. Shot clock down to 10. To Green. Green, top of the key. Thought about a three, instead steps inside the arc. Driving on the left side. Mid-range jumper is short, and the rebound. Lester's put back no good, drawing the foul. Great moves by the freshman Eris Lester. She'll shoot free throws when we return to Tuscaloosa. It's Alabama still with a double-digit large advantage against Texas A&M. 57-25 with 4:46 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll be back to Tuscaloosa in just a moment. This is Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for T-Town. The University of Alabama Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big roll tide, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tide pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 67 years. The South's original potato chip, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they're crafted from traditional Southern recipes. From crispy, perfectly flavored potato chips to light and airy pork rinds and fluffy, cheesy cheese puffs, Golden Flake Snacks are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through March 3rd, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 finance. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Crimson Tide 57, Texas A&M 25 with still 4:46 remaining in the third quarter. Fans, you can stay up to date with the latest on the Crimson Tide by tuning into Tide TV This Week. Check your local listings for TV times in your area. And remember, Tide TV This Week also on demand, RolledTide.com, and the Alabama Athletics YouTube channel. Tide TV This Week hosted by Paige Riley and Lillian Everest. The Crimson Tide with a 57-25 advantage on Texas A&M on what has been local college night here inside Coleman Coliseum. Heard a great performance pregame by the Stillman College Choir. Had their brass perform as well at halftime. Their band, wonderful halftime show. A lot of people from Stillman College in the building tonight. And again, great performances pregame and at halftime by our friends at Stillman College this evening. Eris Lester to the free throw line for the Crimson Tide. Fouled just a moment ago by Texas A&M. That last foul was on Janae Kent's, picking up her 4th foul. With still a long way to go in this game. First free throw no good for Lester, and really thin depth for A&M to deal with. Only 8 players available for tonight's game against Alabama. One more for Lester. Puts it up and no good, and the rebound by A&M with Abdur Rahim. Basketball going to Texas A&M with Hunter over the timeline. Quick handoff to Soleil Williams. Williams on the right wing to Jones. Jones, after looking top of the key, finds Malone right baseline. Double teamed by Cody and Barker. Bounce pass on the right wing, Jones. Now top of the key, just to the right with Williams. Bounce pass right side lane, Malone. She's got it, and a right side layup good. She's able to sneak past the Crimson Tide defense and score. 57-27, Alabama leading by 30 with 4:14 remaining in the third quarter. Alabama's led by as much as 34 tonight. Basketball with Cody top of the key, handoff to Collins. Collins, handoff to Eris Lester. Lester at the top of the key, gets downhill right side. Lester throws it up, draws the foul. No good on the shot, but a foul called against Texas A&M's Kendall Hunter. Her first foul. Now Eris Lester back to the free throw line. She was 0 for 2 a moment ago. Johnny Cunningham checks back in, replacing Essence Cody. Cody today with 8 points and 3 rebounds. 2 shots coming up for Eris Lester. 2 dribbles, puts it up and in. 58-27 Crimson Tide. 1 more for Lester. Second one's on the way and good. 59-27. Crimson Tide with the advantage. Up by 32 against Texas A&M with 3:55 remaining in the third quarter. Now the Aggies with Jones, top of the key to Hunter. On the right wing to Williams. Soleil Williams guarded by Sarah Ashley Parker. And a whistle blown and a foul called away from the ball against Alabama against Johnny Cunningham. Third foul on Cunningham. Second team foul on the Crimson Tide here in the third quarter. 3:46 remaining in this third quarter. It's Alabama 59, Texas A&M 27. And bounce pass comes into Abdur Rahim. Right baseline jumper is good. Amira Abdur Rahim scoring for the second time tonight. 59-29. Alabama's lead back to 30. 3.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Collins top of the key. Swings it to Barker left wing. Catch and release 3. Off the iron, no good. And the rebound tapped out of play off of Texas A&M. It'll still be Crimson Tide ball. 20 on the shot clock for Alabama to work with. 3:26 remaining in the third. Alabama up by 30. As Diana Collins gets set for the inbounds pass. Collins heaves it in top of the key to Zay Green. Green. Left elbow to Barker top of the key. Barker attacking the paint from the right side. Double team, bounce pass top of the key. Green, then Lester on the left wing. Lester with 7 on the shot clock to Green top of the key. 5 on the shot clock. Zay Green a step to the right, puts up a 3 and connects. Zay Green with a 3-pointer. She just loves late in the shot clock situations. She makes it 62-29 Alabama. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Right wing 3 by Hunter, long range, no good. And a foul called, fighting for the rebound underneath the basket. That'll go against Alabama. And it'll go against Alabama's Johnny Cunningham, picking up her 4th foul. 4 fouls now on Cunningham. Just over 7 minutes on the floor in this game. 2:54 remaining in this third quarter of play. Alabama will sub in Christabel Azuma to take Cunningham's spot. Also, Eris Lester goes out. Leah Nye back in. Inbounds pass to Abdur Rahim. Her jumper from the right baseline is good. A long 2 on the way and good. 62-31. Alabama doubling up Texas A&M here in Tuscaloosa. 2:42 remaining in quarter number 3. Azuma, Nye, contested right wing 3 off the back iron, no good. And the rebound by Ware in the crimson paint. Basketball with Texas A&M. Williams on the right wing. Williams backs up a few steps to the right wing after cutting inside, guarded by Diana Collins. Passing to Jones top of the key, then to Hunter on the left wing. Hunter looking under the basket. Step to the left, closer to the baseline, bounce pass to Ware, now to Williams, and she puts up a three that is good. However, before that shot went up, foul called away from the ball against Alabama. And against Carly Weathers. Couldn't tell if that was on her or Leonai, but that's the second on Weathers. Fourth team foul on Alabama. One more will put A&M in the bonus. Alabama's been in the bonus since over the 6-minute mark in this third quarter. Inbounds pass into Jones under the basket. Right side layup good. 62-33. Alabama leads Texas A&M. Now the Crimson Tide work with the basketball with Green. To the top of the key, Azuma. Quick handoff to Collins. Collins driving right side, spins around, throws up a shot. That's good. Diana Collins shifty moves to make it 64-33 Alabama. A&M with a basketball with Jones over the timeline. Jones to Abdur Rahim. And between the rings to Jones. Jones angles to the right wing. Picked up on defense by Zay Green. Floats the top of the key to Ware. Ware to Hunter. 7 on the shot clock. Hunter inside the arc, top of the key. A step to the left, down the left side lane. Her shot swatted away by Green. Also came close to the side of the backboard. It's taken away by the Crimson Tide, Carly Weathers. Out to Alabama's Green. Green in the paint, finds an open Collins. Right corner three. Got it. Diana Collins with the last 5 points for the Crimson Tide to make it 67-33 Alabama. 1:05 left to go in this third quarter. Alabama outscoring A&M 21-17. It's been a better offensive quarter for the Aggies, but remember, Alabama led by 30 at halftime. Here's Ware. Out in the perimeter on the right wing to Jones. 10 on the shot clock. Jones fighting under the basket and a whistle blown. And she stepped out of play. Stepped on the baseline. That turnover will give the ball back to Alabama. 48 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Erica Moon back in for Texas A&M. Soleil Williams heads out as she talks with Joni Taylor. And bounce pass into Zay Green. Green. Just over the timeline left. Green at the top of the key. Green, right wing three. Got it again. Zay Green picking up her scoring. She has now scored 10 points in this third quarter. She's got 13 for the game. 70-33 Alabama. Final 24 seconds to work with for the Aggies. Hunter right side jumper, no good. Rebound under the basket by Zay Green. Here comes Alabama. Green just over the timeline. Zay Green with idle dribbling, left front court, shot clock turned off. 10 seconds to work with in this third quarter. Here's Green, free throw line. Out to Nye, left wing three. Off the back iron, no good. Weathers taps the rebound. Green, top of the key three. That's good. Another one right before the buzzer by Zay Green. She loves it. Alabama fans love it. It's the Crimson Tide 73 and the Aggies 33 at the end of the third quarter. Alabama with a 40-point lead after 30 minutes of play. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter next. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfields.
I'm Coach Nate Oates, and this is the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. To stay on top, you got to keep raising your game, just like the 2024 Ford F-150, the smartest, most connected F-150 ever. Ford offers impressive technology to help you get the job done in the smartest way possible. For the latest offers on a Ford F-150, go to buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsors of the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
Sports bring us together. The sickness can keep us apart. Don't miss out on what matters most. Vaccines help keep you in the stands while we are on the court. Staying up to date on your vaccines, including for respiratory viruses, keeps you in the game, protecting yourself and those around you. Be here, be healthy.
Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM for more information.
Hey Bama fans, this is Roger Hoover. Each Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
10 minutes to go in Tuscaloosa. It's the Crimson Tide 73 and the Aggies 33. Our score at Coleman Coliseum. Crimson Tide fans, the Alabama Department of Public Health reminds you to stay up to date with all recommended vaccinations. You know, flu season is here, so don't wait. Vaccinate. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM today to learn more about how you can stay up to date on vaccinations. Crimson Tide led by 30 at the break, outscored A&M by 10 in the third quarter. So it's Alabama with a 40-point advantage. It has been a dominant showing by the Crimson Tide against an A&M team that, again, is dealing without one of their star players, Aisha Coulibaly, who previously starred for Auburn University, transferred to Texas A&M, and she was lost just a few games ago due to injury. Had been their top scorer, averaging 12 points per game, 5 rebounds per contest, and just really, they're not the same team without her. Very thin depth. They've been in foul trouble tonight, so it's been a tough go of it for A&M. They have lost 5 in a row. They have also not picked up a win away from Reed Arena this season. For the Crimson Tide, they are really running out of home games. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along. But Alabama's got this game against Texas A&M. 3 of the next 4 are at home. After tonight, only 4 games left. We're about to start the final 2 weeks of the regular season. Basketball with the Crimson Tide. We'll talk more about that as we continue. Here is Diana Collins with the ball on the right wing. Alabama trying to build on its largest lead of the game, 40 points. Lester at the top of the key. Backing up a few steps, swimming to the left side, bounce past top of the key, back to the basket, Essence Cody. Cody, after turning around, now gets moving. Downhill down the right side, throws it up, banks it home. Used the square perfectly to give Alabama a 42-point lead at 75-33. Basketball with Texas A&M. 9:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Aggies with Moon to Jones on the left wing, guarded with hands-up defense, Diana Collins. Hand off to Moon on the left wing, 10 on the shot clock for the Aggies. Moon backs up to the right wing. Moon, free throw line. Floater on the way, no good. Carly Weathers the rebound. 10 rebounds in this game, Carly Weathers. Now the basketball with Collins. Collins floats it all the way to Lester. Back to Carly Weathers in the left wing. And let's see it. Injured player for Texas A&M in the backcourt. So play is stopped as Joni Taylor, along with the athletic trainer Stacy Kizel, will check on her. Now slowly sitting back up, she continues talking with her head coach and the athletic trainer. Now slowly being helped up. That was Amira Abdur-Rahim. He's provided a spark offensively for the Aggies in this game. Now being helped off back to the Texas A&M bench. Hopefully everything will be all right for her. It's been a tough year with injuries for Texas A&M. Just wish for the best for Abdur-Rahim. She'll head back to the A&M locker room. There's Lester with the inbounds pass to Leah Brooks. Freshman just checked in. Now it's Lester backing up from the right wing to the top of the key for the Crimson Tide. Lester continues dancing around before giving to Brooks. Brooks, bounce pass, top of the key to Azuma. Azuma works it out to Lester. Lester driving from the left baseline to the right side, throws it up, no good, but fouled in the act, shooting or steps out of play. Just kind of walking the tightrope down that baseline. Turnover on the Tide. We'll give it back to Texas A&M. Inbounds pass from Ware right into Moon. Moon over the timeline. Aggies trailing 75-33 with 8.5 minutes remaining in the fourth. A&M trying to go low to Malone, but that's tipped by Azuma, taken away by Chloe Spreen. Freshman with some speed over the timeline. Spreen at the top of the key, driving, right side layup. Give it to Chloe Spreen. 77-33, Crimson Tide. Everyone joining in on the fun today in Tuscaloosa. Moon switches back to Malone, left to right. Right side layup good. 77-35 the score. Now the Crimson Tide with Azuma top of the key. Alabama with all reserves on the floor right now. Here is Collins finding Azuma right block. Azuma against Malone, spins around, looks for some help, and a 3-second violation called against the Crimson Tide. Now we'll give the ball back to A&M. So all 5 starters on the bench for the Crimson Tide. John Cunningham also saddled with some foul trouble with 4 fouls in this game. So you may see this 5 that's on the floor right now out for a long time. Collins along with Brooks, Lester, Spreen, and Azuma. It's Malone in the paint. Throws up a shot. No good. Blocked away by Azuma, but she'll be called for the foul, swatting at the basketball. First foul on her. First team foul as well in the Crimson Tide here in the fourth quarter, and that will send Jada Malone to the free throw line. Malone averaging 8 points per game. It's at 11 in this ball game to lead A&M in scoring. 5 of 7 from the floor. First free throw is good. 77-36. One more coming up for Malone. Puts it on the way and in. 77-37. Both teams with 4 points in this fourth quarter, so back to the 40-point margin that the Crimson Tide enjoyed at the end of the third quarter. Aggies will sub in Soleil Williams to take the spot of Erica Moon. Crimson Tide again with Brooks, Collins, Azuma, Lester, and Spreen on the floor. Collins over the timeline to Azuma, then Brooks. Brooks, bounce pass to Collins, driving on the left side. Back to the top of the key to Brooks. Brooks nearly lost the ball. Handoff to Lester, top of the key. Lester backing up a step, 10 on the shot clock. Harris Lester, free throw line, driving right side, throws it up, no good. Rebound by Ware. Basketball to Texas A&M on the left block. Now Williams over the timeline right. 7 minutes to go in this game. Here is Kent spinning around left side lane, throws up a shot, left it short. Kent got it back, throws it up again, this time fouled. Foul going against Christabel Azuma, second on her, second team foul as well on the Crimson Tide in the fourth quarter. So back to the free throw line, Texas A&M, this time with Janae Kent, a transfer from LSU. Spent last year with the Lady Tigers, played in 32 games for a team that went to the Elite Eight. First one on the way, Kent puts it home. 77-38. Alabama leading Texas A&M. A win would get the Crimson Tide to 8-4 in conference play. Guarantee a 500 record for Alabama. This one's up and good. Of course, the Crimson Tide last year went 10-6 to finish 4th best in the Southeastern Conference. Alabama currently has been back and forth between 5th or 6th in the league standings. Still some work to do, but still some winnable games on the schedules. Again, we'll talk about more. Here's Collins at the free throw line, driving right side, throwing up a shot that is no good. Rebound Azuma. Azuma, right side layup, up and in, and one. Christabel Azuma. Crimson Tide 79, Aggies 39. Azuma will go to the line for one more. The foul called against Lauren Ware. Fourth foul on Ware. It comes with 6:38 remaining. That'll be Azuma with the and one coming up. Christabel, 48% free throw shooter. Up and in. 80-39 Alabama. A solid performance by the Tide tonight. And the reserves really joining in on the fun here in the fourth quarter. Alabama outscoring A&M 7-6 in this fourth quarter. Williams, bounce pass to the top of the key to Ware, and a foul's going to be called on, let's see, Chloe Spreen in the paint. That'll be the first on the freshman from Bedford, Indiana. 3 team fouls on the Crimson Tide. Still 6:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Soleil Williams, left baseline, inbounds to Jones. Jones right block against Brooks, throws it up. No good as that just spills off the rim. Rebound by Jones. That put back up, no good, and she takes a lot of contact there, falling to the floor. Foul called against Crimson Tide. Collins guilty of this one. That'll be her first. 14 fouls in the Crimson Tide, especially in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Fouls starting to mount for Alabama. To the free throw line, Zahara Jones. After Koulibaly's injury, now leading A&M with 9 points, 7 rebounds per game. Jones now 61 starts in her career. Trying off the floor, just outside the right side lane. Now 2 shots coming up for Jones at the line, who has started 61 straight games in her Texas A&M career. Native of San Antonio puts it up, and no good off the back iron. 80-39, Alabama leading Texas A&M with 6:19 to go. Next one on the way, and that's good. 80-40, Crimson Tide doubling up A&M with 6:19 remaining. Ware goes out. Texas A&M with Malone back in. Inbounds pass to Diana Collins. Collins dribbling over the middle of the timeline with her left hand. Switches to her right. Now a few steps to the left side. Diana Collins. Handoff to Eris Lester, top of the key. Lester, handoff to Chloe Spreen. Spreen spins at the free throw line. Spreen backing up a few steps on the left side. Now it's Spreen left baseline. Fighting her way into the paint. Chloe Spreen spins around, throws it up. It'll kick out, no good. Rebound to Zuma, right side putback, no good there. Rebound tapped around, going out of play, and the ball will go to, it appears, Texas A&M. 80-40, Alabama leading Texas A&M with 5:50 remaining in this fourth quarter. Ware over the middle of the timeline. Actually, that's Williams, and a foul's called away from the ball. Going against Crimson Tide. That'll be on Eris Lester. Her first, team's 5th, so A&M will be in the bonus. The remainder of this game, still a majority of the fourth quarter to go. 5 minutes, 38 seconds. To the free throw line will go Kendall Hunter, redshirt junior from Houston, Texas. First free throw in and out, no good. Hunter was on the Texas roster, University of Texas roster, last 2 years there in Austin, but did not play due to injury. Next one on the way is good. 80-41. Alabama leading Texas A&M with 5:38 remaining. Soleil Williams going out. As the Crimson Tide work with the basketball. It'll be Diana Collins over the timeline left. Collins top of the key. Collins to Lester on the right wing. Lester backing up a few steps now to Brooks, just left of center. Now Brooks, free throw line jumper up. No good off the iron, and the rebound by Moon on the right block. Moon over the timeline to Hunter, left side. Hunter at the top of the key. Couple steps to the left side. Now the free throw line. The ball tipped loose by Collins. Hunter got it back. Spreen stabs at the basketball and gives it to Christabella Zuma. Here come the Crimson Tide with Lester driving left side. Layup up and in. It all started with the steal by Spreen. 82-41 Alabama. 5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Moon will dribble over the middle of the timeline. Now Moon to Hunter on the right wing, and a foul called as Zuma right up against Hunter will be guilty of this foul, it appears. And that will take us to a timeout on the floor. 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go. It's been all Alabama in this one. The Crimson Tide 82 and the Texas A&M Aggies 41. We'll be back with more in just a moment. This is Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers, an Alabama tailgate tradition. Founded in Haleyville, Alabama in 1965, Guthrie's has been a Bama fan favorite for years. From your hometown to college towns all around, Guthrie's is still serving the family's original Southern fried chicken recipe just like always, fresh, hot, and fast. Make Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers the MVP of your next tailgate. Guthrie's, America's original chicken finger restaurant and now an official partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide. For franchise information, visit Guthrie'sChicken.com.
What's up, Tide fans? This is Mark Sears reminding you that the best defense against ants, spiders, mosquitoes, and other pests is Cook's Pest Control. Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. Cook's Centricon system is today's best technology for termite control. Protect your house with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for a free inspection.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Your moment has arrived. It's time to shed the normal day-to-day version of yourself and let your most fabulous self loose. Make your way to Wind Creek Wetumpka, because whatever your idea of fabulous is, this is where you'll find it. Wind Creek Wetumpka. It's your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Alabama 82, Texas A&M 41. We still have 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go here in Tuscaloosa. Crimson Tide fans, the Alabama Department of Public Health reminds you to stay up to date with all recommended vaccinations. Flu season is here, so don't wait. Vaccinate. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM today to learn more about how you can stay up to date on vaccinations. Crimson Tide led today by Sarah Ashley Barker with 18 points, 16 points by Zay Green, 15 as well by Aaliyah Nye, 9 points by Diana Collins off the bench, and Alabama's really relied on its bench here in the fourth quarter with a large lead against Texas A&M. A lot of freshmen playing, 3 on the floor, sophomore Diana Collins out there as well as one veteran in grad transfer, Christabel Azuma. But it's been a great night for all with the Crimson Tide. Make sure you keep up with everything Alabama. The Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app presented by Cadence Bank. Download the Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app now for free at the App Store and Google Play. Rick Moody on the mic. A roll tide from one of the winningest coaches in Alabama basketball history, Rick Moody. Led the Crimson Tide to the 1994 Final Four. In the house to watch one of his former players, Joni Taylor, coach Texas A&M, previously on staff for Alabama before. Joni Crenshaw Taylor, now in her 3rd season at Texas A&M after 7 years head coach at the University of Georgia. But he's a huge supporter of Christy Curry and this women's basketball team as that free throw is up, no good. After the first one was made to make it 82-42. Basketball with Collins. Collins quickly to Lester. Lester spinning around from the free throw line. Lester fights it up. Kicks out, no good. And the rebound out of play by A&M, so it'll stay Crimson Tide ball. 4:24 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Missed seeing Coach Moody a lot. He was doing a lot of SEC Network Plus broadcasts here in Tuscaloosa when the network first launched starting in 2014, but he's been busy. As the inbounds pass comes in to Leah Brooks on the left block. Brooks throws it up, and that kicks in. How about that for Leah Brooks? 84-42 Crimson Tide. Coach Moody's been doing a lot of broadcasting in Birmingham with the Squadron, G League affiliate of the Pelicans that play at Legacy Arena. So that has kept his schedule very, very busy. Great to have Rick Moody in the house tonight. Got to catch up with him pregame. 4 minutes to go in this contest. Basketball with Kent. Top of the key to Jones. Jones feels the pressure to Malone. That's tipped by Cunningham, taken away by Alabama's Chloe Spreen. Basketball, the Crimson Tide. Spreen to the right baseline, now spins in the paint, throws it up, banks it in. Miss Indiana basketball. Chloe Spreen makes it 86-42 Alabama. Basketball with Texas A&M. 3.5 minutes remaining in this contest. Kent's left block, or left wing, works it back to Moon in between the rings. Now a couple steps to the right side, 10 on the shot clock. In the right corner, loading up a three-pointer, and that's in and out, no good for Soleil Williams. Rebound right side of the lane by Collins. Basketball the Crimson Tide. Collins hurries down the left side of the lane. Spinning on the left block, looks for some help, finds it through the fingers of Cunningham's to Brooks in between the rings. Cunningham at the free throw line, 10 on the shot clock. Few steps down the right side of the lane, spins her way forward. Left-handed hook shot just short. Rebound collected for a moment by Lester, finally taken away by Texas A&M Soleil Williams. Basketball with the Aggies, down 86-42. Malone top of the key. Malone all the way in the right corner. Kent's driving on the left baseline, and over the back call against Cunningham will take her out of the ball game. That'll be her 5th foul. It comes with 2:29 remaining in this contest. Cunningham will foul out. She jogs back to the Crimson Tide sideline to her teammates and Coach Curry. Christabel zooming back in. Here is Janae Kent back to the free throw line. This one's on the way and good. 86-43. Alabama leading Texas A&M. 2:29 remaining. On the way, and that rattles in. 86-44 basketball with Alabama. A&M subs back in. Kendall Hunter. Dinah Collins dribbling over the timeline. Collins at the top of the key. To Brooks. Brooks. Chloe Spreen left wing to Azuma top of the key. Azuma hands it off to Lester. Lester on the right wing, backing up to the top of the key. 5 in the shot clock for Alabama to work with. Here's Lester, attacking right side lane, threw down her defender, and an offensive foul called. Hunter takes the charge, and the foul will go and give the basketball back to Texas A&M. Foul on Eris Lester, her 2nd in this game. Aggies with the basketball with Soleil Williams dribbling over the middle of the timeline. Hunter in the right corner, a 3 is short, and the rebound Malone right block to the free throw line. Kent with a quick jumper, that's good. 86-46, Alabama by 40 with 1:40 left to play here in Tuscaloosa. Coming up, the Regions postgame show, including comments from the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Christy Curry. Brooks at the top of the key. Brooks, quick handoff to Lester. Lester, a handoff to Collins, top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. Back to the top of the key to Brooks. Brooks pressured by Jones. Brooks, top of the key, 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Spins around, puts it up, and in the turnaround jumper, Leah Brooks. It's Alabama 88, Texas A&M 46. 4 points for Leah Brooks. We enter the final minute of play in what has been an Alabama night against Texas A&M. Williams, Kent's. Now driving is Hunter, right baseline. Her shot partially deflected out of play, and last touch by Texas A&M. So it will be Crimson Tide with the basketball. 49.2 seconds left. Give this final group to spin on the floor some credit. They have played really all of this 4th quarter. Crimson Tide starters put this one out of reach early. Alabama led by 30 at halftime, had a 27-8 first quarter. Collins, left elbow extended, her jumper. No good. Rebound tapped by Hunter, out of play. Along with Lester. It actually went out of play last off of Lester, so it will be A&M with the basketball. 30.1 seconds left, a 1/10 of a second difference in between game clock and the shot clock for A&M. Williams over the timeline. Top of the key, Williams loads up a 3. The lefty has it go off the iron, no good. Malone with the rebound. Shot clock turned off. Malone, left side layup good and 1. Jada Malone scoring. Top scorer with 16 points now in this game. 88-48 the score. And the end one opportunity coming up from Malone. Here's Malone with the and one. Finally rolls in. 88-49, Crimson Tide leading, 10 seconds left. Dinah Collins will dribble out the final moments here in Tuscaloosa. Crimson Tide led by 30 at halftime and never looked back tonight against Texas A&M. Our final score from Coleman Coliseum, it's Alabama 88 and Texas A&M 49. Alabama back at home with another victory. The Crimson Tide improving to 21-5 on the year, 8-4 in the SEC. And under the arched roof of Coleman Coliseum, 11 wins compared to only 2 losses this year. Alabama's won 4 straight. Again, the final score, 88-49 in Tuscaloosa. We'll step aside and be back with the region's postgame show next. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Alabama One is a proud supporter of the University of Alabama Athletics. At Alabama One, we understand you have big life goals. Whether you're paying off student debt, buying a home, or retiring, your big life goals require healthy finances. As a full-service credit union, Alabama One offers our members the resources you need to reach your goals, including better rates than most banks and a full suite of products, including credit cards and loans for mortgages, cars, businesses, and land. Visit us in person or online, alabama1.org. Alabama One is an equal housing lender.
Sports bring us together. The sickness can keep us apart. Don't miss out on what matters most. Vaccines help keep you in the stands while we are on the court. Staying up to date on your vaccines, including for respiratory viruses, keeps you in the game, protecting yourself and those around you. Be here, be healthy. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM for more information.
Favorite jeans, favorite shirt. Got Connecticut sausage and I'm firing it up. Yeah, everybody knows how I get my grill on. You can smell that flavor up and down the road. It's a little taste of heaven, and everybody knows. That's how I get my grill on. Connecticut sausage. It's just a little taste of heaven.
Sports bring us together. The sickness can keep us apart. Don't miss out on what matters most. Vaccines help keep you in the stands while we are on the court. Staying up to date on your vaccines, including for respiratory viruses, keeps you in the game, protecting yourself and those around you. Be here, be healthy. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM for more information.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Get $1,750 in bonus lease cash on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Offer valid through March 3rd, 2025. Offer entitled $1,750 bonus lease cash on the lease of a new and untitled 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 gas vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details.
Alabama One is a proud supporter of the University of Alabama Athletics. At Alabama One, we understand you have big life goals. Whether you're paying off student debt, buying a home, or retiring, your big life goals require healthy finances. As a full-service credit union, Alabama One offers our members the resources you need to reach your goals, including better rates than most banks and a full suite of products, including credit cards and loans for mortgages, cars, businesses, and land. Visit us in person or online, alabama1.org. Alabama One is an equal housing lender.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 67 years. The South's original potato chip, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they're crafted from traditional Southern recipes. From crispy, perfectly flavored potato chips to light and airy pork rinds and fluffy, cheesy cheese puffs, Golden Flake Snacks are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Now Nye, top of the key. Thought about a three instead. A step to the left. Top of the key. Green now in the right corner. Here's Collins with a high arching three. That's good. Diana Collins makes it a 17-0 run for Alabama. Part of a great stretch for the Crimson Tide in the first half as Alabama picks up this win, 88-49, the final score in Tuscaloosa. Glad to welcome you to the Regions postgame show. Roger Hoover now pleased to be joined by the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Christy Curry, and Coach Roll Tide. How'd you see your team take control of this game in the first half?
Well, I just love how we stood on business tonight. You know, I thought we came out and really executed the defensive game plan, did a really nice job, and then we were able to get our transition game going. But loved our balance, loved how we shared the basketball. I thought everything started with Zay Green, and man, excited for our team. You know, it's the time of year where you want to be playing your best basketball, and that was a dominant win.
It certainly was, and again, really all aspects of this game we saw Alabama perform well. Started with some transition play, getting some quick steals, leading quick scores. 3-point shots were falling in. I mean, offensively, along with defense, just it seemed like everything really clicked.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were able to get a lot of deflections, get our hands on a lot of balls, and did a really nice job of scouting tendencies and player tendencies, strong hand, weak hand. You know, we were wanting to make sure we went over 15 and 20 and went under everybody else, and I thought our team did a really nice job of executing defensively, and we can get our transition game going. It really makes a big difference. We can get some easy baskets. Thought our press was effective, you know, and I thought that was a big difference there to start the game.
And how about Carly Weathers on the glass?
Yeah, just can't say enough about her energy and effort and all the little things that she does. She's always doing what she's supposed to be doing when she's supposed to be doing it, and it's just amazing. You look up in the way she shares the ball. I thought we got our hands on a lot of balls. She just has a feel for the game that's really special.
You got to empty out the bench in the fourth quarter. What'd you like about that?
Well, I just thought they came in and did a nice job. You know, I thought we need to play a little bit more without the foul, but it was great to see them because they continue to improve, and it's about the journey and the process, and just really am appreciative for, you know, them buying into you know, and playing for the front of their chest, and thought they got some really quality growth minutes tonight and was pleased with their energy and effort.
Special night for the Alabama women's basketball family. Obviously, Joni Taylor played here, coached here as well. Her coach, Rick Moody, also in the building, gave you a nice shout out.
Yeah, you know, Coach Moody's incredibly special to the Currys, the way he has embraced us, the way he has believed in us from day one. You know, have so much respect for Joni, the way she has supported us, and we continue to support her. And you know, they've been through some adversity this season, and I know she's going to turn that thing around, but I'm really just can't put into words how much they both mean and how good they've been to me.
Well, now it's a quick turnaround. Alabama at Tennessee on Thursday, a very important game for your basketball team. What's your mindset? What's your focus going on?
Yeah, I mean, you got to take care of the basketball. You got to go up there and make sure that you give them one-shot opportunities. I mean, they're dominant on the glass. They're dominant with their defense, and we've got to go up and do those two things really well and defend the three. We're just excited for the opportunity. You know, it's next game. It's the time of year where you got to go take care of your business, do the things that you do well, and we're excited for the opportunity. I'm just so pleased with our effort tonight. We've got to build on it and carry it with us, pack it in our bags.
Let's go. Alabama at Tennessee Thursday. Coach, we'll see you there. Thank you for your time.
Roll Tide.
That's the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Christy Curry. Her post-game comments always presented to, of course, us by Ford. With impressive power and smart features, great things can happen when you drive a Ford F-150. Bring home a champion today. See your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We'll be back with one more segment of the Regions postgame show next. This is the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card. Make sure you get that today. We'll continue with one final segment. This is the Regions postgame show, and this is Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
1225 is your ultimate game day destination. Catch the game on one of their 35 big screen high-def TVs, combined with an extensive menu of mouthwatering